Hello everybody out there, my name is Scott Boatman, and today I'm going to build the head for a well drilling bit pump. It'll be a well drilling bit to drill in down into the ground for drilling your own wells. I'm going to reference a couple websites later on people who inspired me to do this, and they may be able to teach you other things. I'm actually taking the design I learned on the web, basically, and I'm beefing it up, putting it on steroids here. So this will be the head that pushes the water through the 4-inch pipe, which will go down, and there'll be teeth on the bottom, and I'll show you the drill bit method in a little bit. So right now I'm going to start making the head that pushes the water down for this type of drilling your own well. Okay, I'm going to start with a clean primer. That is a must. I've seen it in several other videos, and I have to agree, that is an absolute must. You want to do that. So what I'm going to do is, this is a 4-inch tee. I love it for its design. When I get done, I'm going to put a cap on it like this, and I'm going to use a circulating pump, and I'm going to pump water up through and down these pipes down to here, and use that to drill into the ground. So to get started, I really like this. You can find it in Lowe's, anything. It's a 4-inch to 2-inch. It's some kind of bathroom fitting or something, but they fit perfect into here. Now you want to go from 4-inch to 2-inch because on your circulating pump, mud pump, trash pumps they call them, the blue hose that shoots the water out is a 2-inch hose. So you want to set your head up to accept 2-inch. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'll do this first one here and set it up and glue it and show you how I think it should look. This stuff is relatively cheap, pretty basic, but boy does it work. And on my well, to replace my well, mine was 70 feet down. It was a 2-jet system, and means it push water down, pulls it back up. That can go down to about 150 feet if I understand correctly. To replace that, my lowest bid was $8,000. So that brings me to, let's do it yourself. $8,000 is not in my budget, and when I found out how easy this was to do, I just had to do it. I can tell you that this is a learning process. This is my second design. I'll take a picture of my first design, put it in the video somewhere. Now my first design had a flaw because it had 4-inch rubber boot with screw connector, screw type belt tightening thing, and those could not withstand the water pressure. Now I'm doubling the water pressure. I'm using 2 blue lines instead of 1. So that is definitely, that's what messed me up with my first one. I actually got down about 40 feet and then it caved in on me because the top blew off. I ran down to the store, I come back, it was done. But that inspired me and makes me feel very sure I can reach the 70 feet I'm shooting to get. Okay, so now I just cleaned this, and what I've done here is I've taken this from 4-inch to 2-inch reducer, put some glue on it here. Okay, now if you could find one of these that has threads inside of it, this would actually be all you need, but I could not find that. So I'm gluing this in. It's a 2-inch 90. It glues right in to there like so, and the other side's a coupling. Now what I've done is, this was I guess 10 inches. There's no specific length. This is just more or less you're making a coupling. I cut it in half, so these are two 5-inch pieces of 2-inch PVC. So now, again, I'm trying not to mess up. And some people suggest that you clean everything all at once. I'm doing it as I go. I guess a lot of it's just preference. Either way, I don't think there's a wrong way as far as that goes. So I'm cleaning the inside of that 90, and I'm cleaning this side of the pipe. The cleaning process, you know, I can't tell you how much better it makes it stick, but I think it makes it stick like twice as, makes it twice as tight sticking power or whatever. It really increases, you know, how powerful the hold is on your pipe. And with this system I'm building here, I'm trying to make the most powerful system I can make to assure I make 70 feet. So right here I'm gluing this in, okay, and now what I have is a 2-inch PVC female adapter, meaning it has threads inside the coupling. Now on this mud pump, when we get to hooking it up, you'll see that at the end of the blue-inch I guess hose type thing, it's a hose from the circulating pump. At the end, the fitting is a 2-inch metal or brass male fitting that just screws right into here. And when you turn that circulating pump on, that water just blows through that blue 2-inch line, looks like a fire hose almost, and shoots it right through there, and that's going to make for a heck of a system, hopefully. I've kind of put it together just by hand, and if it works as good as it looks, then we shouldn't have any problem. Now on my first attempt, I took a piece of 4-inch down, like I said, close, right around 30 feet, and I made some mistakes. I thought I did everything right. I you know, watched these videos time and time again. I got this gel that you put in to keep the sides from caving in. You know, once I hit sand, I did use it, but like I said, I left it alone too long trying to fix a flaw, and it caved in on me. So you don't want to leave your well when you hit sand. You just got to keep that thing going. You cannot slow down. You want to keep that gel in there, which you'll see in the next part of the video. Okay, so now I'm gluing this 2-inch female adapter on. Okay. Alright. Now, okay, I was, the way I originally designed it was there would be 2 of them going straight down that way, but now that I'm thinking about it, I'm wondering if I shouldn't almost turn them like at an angle so they're both pointing this way, because then the hoses will come off and run to the generator. I actually kind of like that, so I think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to turn these in, and I just noticed on here these squares, you can line them up with these lines, so I think if I do that, I can actually make both these angles the same, and it might make for a better fit. So we'll just see how that goes. But for right now, I'm going to clean the 4-inch. I'm going to glue this side together. Okay. There's barcodes and stuff. I suggest, well, that's painted on, so that won't make a difference. I pulled some of the, they had some paper on some of them, I pulled it off just so it would stick better. Okay, so here we go. Put the cleaner on that side. Some more cleaner on this side. And the cleaner you can put on, you don't have to, you know, unlike the glue, as soon as you put the glue in, you gotta put that thing together or the glue will harden and mess up. The cleaner can set, you know, for 5, 10, 15 minutes and it's not gonna affect it. It'll, you know, it'll still be fine. Okay, so now on this one, I'm going to put the glue in. There's really not a whole lot to this, and I could certainly be doing this faster if my life depended on it, but I'm just sort of sitting here at the dinner table, messing around and, you know, getting this thing ready for me for when I start. Okay, now there's a corner right there, and I'm going to try to line that up with this line. So I suggest you put it nice and tight and just squeeze it like that. Okay, now that will be the left side intake from my water pump. Okay, and then I'm going to build the same thing over here. So we're trying to build a rocket car here, or a spaceship or something. Welcome back. I don't know, my camera cut off on the last one. I just built this part of my intake. I'm building the head for my drilling rig, and I just built this side here. This is just a 4-inch Y here. That's all this is. And then I put a 4-inch reducer in this side with a 2-inch connector. That's where I am so far. Now, I primed all of these, or not primed them, I cleaned them. I used some cleaning solution, and you put it on, and I'll just re-clean some of this again, because I don't know what we got and didn't get. And you clean your fittings. Now, I have to say, this increases, you know, your holding strength and the pressure strength by a whole bunch. So I totally recommend using cleaning before you glue the parts. Okay, so now what I have is a 42-inch reducer. This is a 2-inch 90 right here that I just glued into there. Okay, and I have a 5-inch piece of 2-inch PVC. Now the length isn't critical, it's just I had 10 inches, so I cut it in half and made 2 5-inch pieces of PVC, and that's what you need to do this project. That's what I used to do that side there. So I'm just gluing this in now, and I just push it in as tight as I can and then turn it about a 1/4 turn and just let it set. Okay, now this is the inlet take. So this is a 2-inch female connector. It's got threads on it. On the mud pump, trash pump, recirculating pump, whatever you want to call it, it's got a hose that goes into water, and then 1 or 2, as I found with some of these you can rent down at True Value. I rented a really nice mud pump for $50 a day, and it has 1 intake and 2 outtakes, which means you can hook up 2 blue hoses to it and use that. On my last one I only used 1 hose, which was a blue hose, 2-inch hose. The end of the 2-inch hose will screw right into here. When you turn the pump on, that'll push the water down. It's a beautiful thing. My first attempt, I had a few failures and a few things. I saw things I could improve and things I didn't even think of that I could do to improve. This head is one of the biggest things. I am now going to use a mud pump, but I'm going to use 2 outtakes, and I'm going to have 2-inch water going in from both sides of that drilling head. That's my intent. I got down 30 feet with the other system, and it seemed to work pretty good. I thought I knew everything about this, And I guess each system, like anything that you do or I do or gets reproduced, I think really people should say that, you know, this works in our surroundings, in our system, but like anything, you know, you have to do certain improvises or improvements, you know, depending on whether you're drilling on a hill or drilling, you know, next to a creek, or, I mean, there's just different things, but this is the basic idea. And if you get this, I guarantee you, you can drill your own well. Again, my cheapest price was $8,000, and that was to drill only 70 feet deep. I had a 2-line jet system, and I was 70 feet down. They can go about 150 feet. They're an interesting system, by the way. Pretty interesting well system. I think the best one, I believe, you know, I guess they all have different uses and stuff, so it's best for, but if you're trying to use something for house water, which we are, you want volume. So the new type pumps that you just drop in the bottom of a 4-inch housing, and they are the best pumps, and that's the best well pump system I think there is out there for residential houses, I guess. Okay, now glue that, glue the other side of my drilling head here. Okay, now I'm ready to push this in. Okay, now I'm hoping that these square pieces are the same, and then I can line them up on this, which it looks like they are. How cool is that? Now, I almost lost this because that's just how fast this stuff glues and dries. Okay, I got this in completely tight, and I actually lined the marks up, so I don't know, you tell me to think that looks pretty okay. Now again, I'm going to put a 4-inch cap on this and 2 lines of water, 2-inch volume from a mud pump, circulating pump, will come in and blow down here and blow on this 4-inch pipe. Alright, hello everybody, my name is Scott Boatman. I'm coming back to finish the top of my well drilling head, and as you've seen already, this is how far we've gotten. The diaphragm, the main part. Now I'm going to put the blowout cap on. It's not actually a blowout cap. I'm hoping it don't blow out. So again, all we're going to do here is clean the inside of the pipe. Clean this 4-inch PVC, that's all this is. I'm creating a coupling, and I'm just going to clean the whole thing. Okay, now I think I'm going to do next is glue the top on here. So here we go. Glue this 4-inch PVC cap here, that's all it is, onto a piece of 4-inch PVC. Okay. Looks good. Okay, now we'll put this top on right here. Okay, lots of glue. Now this stuff dries pretty fast. So, okay, there's that. So now we've got 4-inch going down, 2 4 inches coming out, 2 inches 90s with 2 to 4 inch extensions with screw ins, so we can hook the lines up. The water should blow down with extreme force. Now, one last thing I'll do is go ahead and glue this piece on the bottom. So, clean this. Clean this. Get some clean, good stuff. Okay. Glue. Okay, now we'll push this into here.